This is perhaps my favorite anti-aging recipe. This is my green smoothie, and I've been perfecting this, sophisticating this for several years now, tinkering around with the ingredients so that I can get it to its maximum anti-aging efficacy. This anti-aging green smoothie includes about a pound of raw vegetation in one sitting. It includes a variety of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Antioxidants which have been shown in clinical research to improve the protection of the skin against UV, pollutants in the environment, oxidative stress, stress from mental emotional stress and anxiety, in addition to protection against advanced glycation end products or glycation, which drives the aging process. This green smoothie is powerful. Let's go ahead and get into how I make it. So for a green smoothie, I always use this Vitamix. I'll leave a link down below of which brand that I use, but I really like this model. It helps to break down all the greens, which helps to just improve the absorption and bioavailability of all the nutrients, the antioxidants and everything that's in the green smoothie. And for this smoothie, I'm using baby spinach. I find that this works the best for green smoothies because it's already pretty smooth compared to something like a hard green like kale. It's also very mild in flavor, so it's not going to have a pungent or spicy flavor like other greens. And it is nutrient packed with vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin K, which are fantastic for skin. I also use a small carrot. I don't measure this out. The spinach was about 3 ounces, but the carrot I don't measure out, but I use this for the beta carotene, which is enriched in the skin and protects the skin against UV and pollutants in the environment. I also use a cup of water and milk, half a cup of almond milk unsweetened, and half a cup of purified water from the refrigerator. Just add that in and that will just be my liquid base. It doesn't really add a lot of nutrients or nutrition. I always use an avocado in my green smoothie. I eat about half to one avocado every single day. They are a beautifying food. They're rich in monounsaturated fats, which are essential for skin health, as well as protecting the skin against UV. Avocados are also high in carotenoids, which are helpful, again, for protecting the skin and improving collagen synthesis. There was a study I read recently of women who ate an avocado a day, and it improved skin firmness, hydration, as well as reduced the visible signs of visible aging, which I found really compelling. I think it's those monounsaturated fats. I also use chia seeds, which are high in omega-3s and omega-6 fatty acids, which are also essential for skin health, maintaining skin buoyancy and hydration, as well as just protecting the overall skin architecture against environmental triggers of the extrinsic aging process. I use about a tablespoon here of chia seeds, and they will break down in the Vitamix just under 40 seconds of blending. And I like that because it just helps to improve that absorption. You don't necessarily have to break down chia seeds like flax seeds, but they are a good balance of omega-3s and omega-6s. I use this chlorella. I've been incorporating this more recently into my green smoothies and into my overall diet because there is some evidence to suggest that chlorella with chlorophyll, the brand that I use is down below, but I use about 5 tablets here. There is some evidence to suggest that chlorella with chlorophyll can improve or reduce visible signs of aging, as well as protect against AGEs or advanced glycation end products. This is when a sugar binds to, oh, I'm dropping some right there. This is when a sugar binds with a protein, collagen being the primary target, and glycates and causes skin aging. This is collagen from bovine sources. This is collagen peptides from vital proteins. I've been using about half a serving or 2 tablespoons roughly every single day in milk or in water or in tea. I've been putting it in my smoothies because I don't have to taste it, but it is high in several amino acids that are essential for building collagen. And there is some good evidence to suggest that even though some collagen doesn't survive the digestive system and the stomach acids, there is some good evidence to suggest that it does transport itself to the skin and improve skin hydration, skin firmness, and elasticity, and reduce visible signs of aging. So like I said, I use about 2 tablespoons or roughly 10 grams in every single day, and I'm doing that here in the smoothie as well. And then I also incorporate spices every single day. I incorporate antioxidant rich anti-inflammatory spices. These are turmeric and cinnamon. Turmeric is highly anti-inflammatory, which you need to fight that inflammaging, as well as cinnamon being great for potentially regulating blood sugar and helping blood sugar stay stable, which is essential for also protecting against those AGEs, those advanced glycation end products. When sugar goes too high and doesn't go into the cells, you have sugar running amok, and that's not what you want. So I tend to put about a quarter of a teaspoon of cinnamon in my smoothie, as well as a quarter of a teaspoon of turmeric in my smoothie. And with turmeric, I also tend to add a little bit of black pepper just to help to improve that absorption or that bioavailability, because turmeric, curcumin, the anti-inflammatory compound on its own, isn't super bioavailable on its own. So it needs that black pepper, typically that black pepper extract for improving bioavailability. I also add a frozen banana. You don't have to do this because it's pretty high in sugar, but with all the fiber and everything and the healthy fats and the protein, it really helps to lower that glycemic load. Black sesame seeds are my new staple, and I'm incorporating that also into my green smoothies. I put about a tablespoon of black sesame seeds here in the green smoothie. Black sesame seeds are high in healthy omega-6 fatty acids and anti-inflammatory as well. I mean, omega-6s tend to be inflammatory, but you do need some inflammation. Anti-inflammatory is really what the goal here, but with black sesame seeds, some evidence suggests it may help to improve catalase production in the body, which is an enzyme that breaks down hydrogen peroxide, which is a free radical that actually contributes to gray hair. So having that catalase production increased is critical. So trying to incorporate more foods like that into my diet every day. And as you can see with the Vitamix, you just have to blend for a few seconds and it's pretty much done the digestion for you, which is really important. You want to have all of that work done for you so your body doesn't have to take time to digest, and you really want the Vitamix or the blender to do that work for you, so you can just absorb the nutrients, absorb the antioxidants easily, and get into your cells and do what it needs to do, and particularly in regard to your skin health, with your anti-aging goals. This is what you want to accomplish with a blender, a powerful blender that breaks every single thing down. As you can see, this only takes about 40 seconds, I believe, just breaking everything down, and there we are, we're done. It is a bit, I did put ice in there, I didn't mention that. I did put ice in here because I kind of like my smoothie to be a little bit icy. But there you have it, an anti-inflammatory, antioxidant-rich, anti-aging green smoothie. I love this. I tend to drink this about every other day just because spinach, super high in oxalates, which, I'm not really up to date on the health dangers of oxalates, but I tend to try to consume a lower oxalate diet these days, just to be on the safe side, because those can interfere with nutrient absorption. But yep, there you have it. So let me know if you try this down below. So I tend to drink the whole thing in one sitting, and I do get a little cold afterwards because I do put a lot of ice in here. I like my smoothies really icy, but you can sort of play with it to see how you like it and how it works for you. For me personally, I prefer spinach because it doesn't have as much, like at least the baby spinach doesn't have a strong flavor like something like kale or another green like, I don't know, collards or something like that, which tends to be a little bit more spicy. Baby spinach seems to have a more bland flavor profile, and it seems to pair well with things like bananas, berries, as well as other ingredients to sort of mellow out the taste. It doesn't taste like spinach at all, and it tastes super, super scrumptious. One thing that you can try and do to cut down on the sugar is, instead of using banana, use frozen berries. Berries have a higher amount of polyphenol, flavonoid, as well as antioxidant content overall, and it's also just significantly lower in sugar than banana, so you're not increasing that risk of glycation. I'm just including banana because I have it in my freezer, and I just want to make sure that I use up what I have before I move on to something else. If you do use berries like strawberries or blueberries, raspberries, super high, super rich in flavonols, in antioxidants, fantastic for your skin and protecting the skin against UV. It may turn the green smoothie a bluish, reddish color. If you're okay with that, it sort of masks the green, which might be better for people if you're serving this to people and they want the greens but they don't necessarily want to know or to see it in their face, or if you don't necessarily want to see it in your face and you want to have that classic green smoothie. You can also add your favorite nut butters like almond butter, as well as something like sesame seed butter, or you could also do sunflower seed butter, which is super high in vitamin E. Vitamin E is fantastic for protecting the skin, the hair, the nails against UV, pollutants in the environment, as well as other invaders that contribute to both extrinsic and extrinsic aging. Anyway, that's how I make my green smoothie. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please hit that like button down below. Share it with your friends. The more people who like this, the more I know to make videos similar to this, what I eat in a day videos, which I really enjoy making. But thanks again for watching, and if you're not already subscribed, please feel free to subscribe down below. I'd love to share this space with you. And until next time, I hope you have a great one. See you later. Bye.